Hello everyone, happy Friday and welcome to this week's edition of the Friday 5, the weekly segment where I give you a list of 5 things. This week on the Friday 5, we're talking about what is in your bag. When you're planning to go around the world, you do a lot of research of what you should bring and what you should not bring, and I think I did a pretty good job in that department. I'm happy with almost everything I brought with me, but there's a couple things that I wish I either had left at home or packed differently. So I thought this week on the Friday 5 I would feature those 5 things, and maybe that would help you. One of them actually, because I did such a good job, there's only 4 things I wish I'd done differently. So we have one honorable mention on the Friday 5 this week. So let's hop to it. Here we go.
5!
First up, my travel towel. And this one's really unfortunate because you use your towel every day, or almost every day, if you skip a shower. It looks great. I got it because it was bigger, and it's thin, and it rolls up really small into my bag. But something about it, I never feel dry. I just always feel like there's this film of water. There's some smaller towels. They're about this big, and they have a rougher texture to them. I tried one of those once, and it worked perfectly. So I wish I'd brought a different towel.
4!
Sunglasses, and I know someone's going to get on my case about protecting my eyes, but sunglasses when I've been backpacking have been the biggest pain in the butt because they're awkward. You can't put them in the bag because they'll break. You can't set them down, someone's going to sit on them. And they just break all the time, which is why I don't have any to show you, because I've gone through 3 or 4 pairs and I've just given up buying sunglasses. As well, I'm out here to see the world, and if I have sunglasses on, the world is a different color. And I want to see the real thing. So, no sunglasses for me.
3!
My pants. I have 2 pairs of pants. A pair of jeans and a pair of khakis. I wish I only had 1 pair of pants because these take up a good chunk of my bag because they're big and bulky. So I wish I'd gotten maybe a pair of thinner khakis that are much darker so they could also act as jeans and dress me up when I need to. Or I'd love to always be in places where I don't need pants at all. Shorts would be sufficient. But yeah, 1 pair of pants, because 2, not necessary.
2!
Now this one is an honorable mention, and a good honorable mention at that, because I was going to bring one myself and opted not to, so now I'm extra glad. You pass me the camera. This honorable mention comes to you from Julia, who is from England. I love traveling with Brits, and she's the current filmographer. So, thanks, Julia. It's a mosquito net to protect you from being bit by mosquitoes. Julia's been traveling for 2 months, and it is still in the package because she's yet to use it. Because everywhere you go that there's mosquitoes, they usually, if you really need them, there's usually mosquito nets already provided for you. And then if you get somewhere where you could use it, there's no place to hang it up. So it just doesn't work. It's not feasible. So she has this awkward mosquito net sitting in the bottom of her bag that's yet to be opened. And if you're really desperate, just put on lots of bug spray before you go to bed, and take your malaria pills if that's a concern in the area that you're at.
1!
And the final and probably worst thing in my bag that I would definitely do different next time, my sleeping bag. Oh, my sleeping bag. I spend so much time debating, no sleeping bag, yes sleeping bag, no sleeping bag, yes sleeping bag. And at the end, I opted to go with it. Yes, I've used it a couple times in the course of 10 months. I've maybe used it 5 or 6 times, and those times it was very handy. But to carry it around with me the rest of the time for that 10 months and not use it, it would have been worth it just to either rent a sleeping bag at the time or bought a blanket for the day, because it's big and bulky. And if you're going places that it's cold, then yes, maybe you need it, but I'm usually where it's hot. So sleeping bag, not a good choice. And there you have it, another week's edition of the Friday 5. 5 things in my bag that maybe I wouldn't have brought or packed differently next time around. It's hard. When you haven't been backpacking before, you do all the research you can and you hope that you'll get the right things. You win some and you lose some. Thankfully, in talking to other travelers and seeing what they brought in their bag, I've done better than most of them, at least on my first go. Seeing people bringing shampoo bottles, some of my friends even, shampoo bottles that are this big around, and bringing 5 pairs of shoes, or 3 pairs of jeans, and stuff that you don't need, and those 5 pairs of shoes go to another current traveler of mine, Layla, who's over there. 5 pairs of shoes. I mean,
I've
really?
used them all.
She's used them all, but she's been carrying them all too. Anyways. What have you brought that you wish you hadn't brought? This needs to end. I don't know. What have you brought that you wish you didn't pack in your bag, or that you packed differently, that you could maybe give as a tip to someone else? Because I wish I'd known not to bring the sleeping bag. Don't take a sleeping bag. And that's your Friday 5 this week. We'll see you next Friday.
1, 2,